is all done, so we're gonna go ahead and start shooting some paint.
So we're probably best off just letting this drying.
Yep.
Doing multiple coats, I guess.
It's a light color, so you're gonna have to get a good amount of coats on there before you stop seeing the gray. But I know I probably should have explained this earlier in the video. Sorry for cutting you off there, bud. But can't really see it anymore. This is a sand color Lincoln LS, and he wanted to color match his calipers to the car, so that's what we're doing right now. We're doing a brake fluid flush and getting all new fluids in the car, so we figured while we were at it, we had the brakes being bled, so we just took them off and we were gonna paint them. So that's what we're doing now. A new arrival.
But
late nights. We probably won't get finished on this today, so we'll probably leave these up after they get their final coat so they can dry and cure overnight. Then we'll set them aside and we'll hit the back ones, but we're gonna try to get the fronts done today. That is the plan. It's 9:30, so we got a couple hours left before we call it quits.
I'm gonna rehang this guy.
You just don't want to go too thick in one place, because then that happens. And it'll, like, if you look really closely, it'll like bunch up and then fall. Once the coats start going on, you guys will get to see a little bit more of what they'll look like as the right color.
Piece real quick.
It's a sick shirt.
Yeah, dude.
Welcome back, Kyle.
Whoa, see-through car.
Partway through a championship. Would you like me to set a route to the next race event for you?
This is what nights in the garage working on cars turns into. Painting calipers over there, washing cars over there, hack here. Well, we're done washing cars now. Now we're just on to the fun part of the night.
You're supposed to hit it back, Kyle.
You've never made a burger like this? I'm sorry.
We should just do a
Painting, getting some outside views on our first video, seeing as I haven't had any input from you guys. Ran out of daylight, so you can't see anything. It's dark. I could be flicking you off. Got the rest of the wiring out of this thing. It's gonna get parked and put aside because this space is gonna get taken up by another Mark III Supra. This one's gonna be white, this one's gonna be turboed, this one's gonna be manual, and it's got a long story behind it, a story that I'll be making a separate video about. Until then, just know that we're gonna have super fun. So I know I'm a very repetitive person. I repeat a lot of things. You'll probably see some stuff in my video that I repeat, but I'm trying to get better at it. But I just wanted to go back and have another formal introduction. I've known Taylor for a long time. He's been a friend of mine for a very long time, longer than Jake. I've known Taylor for what, like 4 or 5 years?
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that. And he's had a ton of different cars. He's never really like done anything as far as any kind of builds, but he's always been in the car community and been very interested in it. So I've been pushing him a lot to start doing more stuff to his cars, and I think this is kind of an introduction to kind of bringing Taylor in and making him make a lot of terrible financial decisions and start building a car. You know, I got a lot of work, and even if it just means getting some people over here to come and wrench and, you know, learn, it's gonna be something where you guys are gonna watch us go from a lot of teeth grinding, cringing, like, why the hell are you doing that moments, to like, oh, you know, we'll finally get something running and we'll finally get something to beat on. And when that day comes, it's gonna be fun because all of these cars are gonna get broken, minus probably that one. Basically what I'm trying to do here is just get all the grout and nasty crap that's been caked on these calipers out from between each one of these little numbers here. And I'm going to flip around and do the letters just so that when we spray the primer, it adheres to the actual cast instead of the dirt, because then you get that peel effect and it doesn't look very good. This worked pretty well. I don't think this is like a necessary step or like something that most people would even tell you to do, but I have it and it worked really well for getting crap off. Like, works really well for getting in these little corners, like in these little nubs. Cleans it up real nice. Let's kind of get in here. Apparently I don't know how to do this. Stuff like this is probably watching this and laughing at me. I am not a professional. I'm just messing around. But this is working to get all the shit off, so, you know. All I know is it looks a lot better than it did before. Yeah, it looks so much nicer. Alright, we got the other side hung, so I'm not gonna cover this whole process. Gonna quickly show a couple steps and we'll move right on. So I'm tired, he's tired. We got a little bit more painting to do. We're laying the primer down. We're gonna finish up with this and then we are going to let them dry. They're coming out super cool. I really like the finish, and we're gonna clear coat them all tomorrow and finish everything up and then move our way onto the back ones. But I'm going to bed. See y'all tomorrow. This is the stuff. I love this. Works really well. Just get the face of the tire all nice, and actually I'm gonna start on this side. Pretty much the only thing that I'm really focusing on is just getting as much dirt around the barrel as I can, and then working my way into these corners where the spokes start to hit, because in between here you'll see a lot. Like in here you'll see back here a little bit if you're kind of up close and personal. There's a way I've watched videos and I've seen people get this all the way back down to it just being silver, but I don't have all the Rolock discs, nor do I have all the time, so we're just going to do as best we can with this and with some steel wool and a sponge, a gritty sponge. Ow! Oh man, I'm running out. Maybe if I can arc it. Yeah. Good enough. I'm gonna wait a couple minutes, let that eat through all the shit, clean it out, flip it over, do the other side. I don't know how people can eat these. All in all, I think they turned out pretty good. I really like that product. I've been using it for a while and it's always worked out pretty well for me. Granted, I'm not a perfectionist when it comes to cleaning it at all. I don't really care. My cars are going to get dirty. As you can see, I just cleaned this one the other day. Give it a nice little wash. I need to get this thing re-cleared or repainted. Finished getting some wiring out. I'm gonna get the seat back from a buddy who was gonna reupholster it, but I'm just gonna get it back so I can have a seat in here, make it a little easier to sit in there and make little adjustments. But back to these, because I get sidetracked very easily. Not too bad. I mean, it could be better. I could have probably taken some steel wool or something and gotten that off, but not very important to me, so they look good on the outside. It's good enough. Some people are gonna hate me. You gotta keep your Johnnies looking nice. If anyone wants first gen RX-7 rims, let me know. The clear coat phase.
You have what? Emergency hot sauce. I keep it in all my vehicles. Various bottles of hot sauce. Every one of my vehicles has hot sauce in it.
Fucking amazing. Little lunch break till you're back to work. Already smashed. You already know.
Oh. Oh, yeah. It looks like you're in a, you look like a little mouse in a tight space. Yeah. Like, it's terrible.
Review time.
I send you that white sheet so you can do like, apparently it's like a collapsible fucking